talk a little bit about the Doppler effect. Okay, this Doppler simulation is actually pretty cool, so let's take a look at that. If you click on it, you can see this source is going to move to the right. As it moves to the right, it's going to make these wave fronts that will spread out in a sphere or a circle in this case. And you can see since it's moving to the right, here the wave speed is 330 and the source is 300. We're going nearly the speed of sound or whatever these waves are, and it's making a much shorter. It's making a much shorter in front and much longer in the back. And you can mess with this. Like we can change this. Let's reset it. 330 is the wave speed. I can make it be 200. It's kind of hard to see those numbers, but they're there. You can select them. And then we can hit play. And now it's sort of more of a subtle thing, and we're still going incredibly fast. But the wave fronts are shorter in front. You can see here in the front, and they're longer in the back. Okay, that's kind of fun. But let's take a look at what happens when the really fun stuff happens, and that is when you go a little faster maybe than the speed of the waves. So the waves are 330. Let's go, let's be crazy here. Let's go 400. Okay. Well, then you get out in front of those wave fronts. Look at that. It's like, whoa, there they are. That's fun, right? And you can see that these wave fronts kind of pile up like that. You can't really see it here because they're so far spaced out, but if we reset this, let's make that 400 again, and let's make this be more frequently. So how about instead of every 1 second, let's do it every half second. Then you can see the shock wave a little more clearly. Let's pause it right there. You can see these wave fronts building up, and that of course is what the sonic boom is. Okay, and if we do it long enough, that you can see this thing will just shed. It'll be a nice straight line like that. We'll play it for a little more like that. Now keep that image in mind. That's sort of the wave fronts of that thing and how it comes off of this thing and sheds like a little cone like that. Okay, because the other thing you can see are these videos here. The first one I want to show you here is just an airplane going by. Now there's some mature language here. Okay.
Watch as he soars.
Okay, that was a bad word. Okay, but just take a look. What I want you to notice is that the airplane gets past you before you hear it. It goes past, boom, you hear it. Right? So what's going on there? What's going on there is that basically we're sitting like here. The airplane goes past us. This front hits us. That's what's going on when you see that. Okay. Let's take a look at the next video here, the small boom. Okay, small boom, if you watch, you're going to see a little cloud made. Basically what they do is they break the sound barrier right in front of the crowd. You see that little cloud? You're going to see that again. That's kind of cool, right? So basically they're just breaking the sound barrier right there. Did you get it?
I got it.
Okay, good. All right. Like, whoa. Okay, so just if you watch, they break the sound barrier right in front of them, right there. Now that cloud that you see actually has a scientific explanation, okay? That little cloud that you see behind the airplane, that's because if you look at this shock wave here, this shock wave represents high pressure. Right behind it is, of course, low pressure. And when you go from high pressure to low pressure, the temperature will drop. And in this case, if it drops any, the moisture in the air will condense because this is happening right over the ocean. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. And then the final one, this is the best one. They catch. There's no sound on this. They catch a shock wave that the airplane makes as it goes by. Right there. Boom. This is like some VCR or something like that, right? See that shock wave going off like that? Okay. Doesn't that kind of look like this shock wave? In fact, we can make it look even more like that. Here, let's reset it. 400 is a little too fast. Let's try 380. And let's make this every 0.3 seconds. There you go. That kind of looks like it. Like they're just barely faster than the speed of sound. Look at that. And look at that. Pretty similar, huh? Just going a different direction. Anyway, that's what I just wanted to show you that. Usually I have time and I can show people this video in class, and I'm sure it's just as boring in class, but this is my rant, so I'm just going to rant it.